Manchester United 2, Manchester City 0, Carrick's return sparks derby resurgence. Old Trafford, Saturday, January 17, 2026. In a derby that will be remembered as much for its tactical nuance as its emotional charge, Manchester United stunned rivals Manchester City 2-0 in the first match of interim manager Michael Carrick's second stint in charge, delivering a performance full of discipline, energy, and ruthless execution. Carrick, a former United midfielder and fan favourite, walked back into the Old Trafford dugout this week with the club in need of a lift following the dismissal of Ruben Amorim. What unfolded on Saturday was arguably the perfect answer, a derby performance that combined defensive resilience and swiftness in transition to unpick a City side that had dominated possession but lacked cutting edge. Decisive second-half breakthrough. After a largely cagey first 45 minutes, in which Harry Maguire rattled the crossbar and United saw 2 goals ruled out for offside, the breakthrough finally came in the 65th minute. Cameroon international Bryan Mbeumo, newly returned from Africa Cup of Nations duty, calmly finished past a scrambling Manchester City defence to give the hosts the lead. Just 11 minutes later, teenage defender Dorgu doubled United's advantage by tapping in from close range after a swift counterattack, effectively sealing the result and sending the Old Trafford crowd into raptures. Tactical themes, organisation and opportunity. Carrick's United were compact without the ball, denying City space in the central third and forcing their opponent into convoluted build-ups. When possession was won, United transitioned with purpose, exploiting the unaccustomed defensive gaps left by a City side that had enjoyed territorial dominance throughout much of the season. City's possession statistics, often a hallmark of their identity under Pep Guardiola, told a familiar story, but the territorial advantage yielded few genuine chances. Erling Haaland was kept largely neutralised, and goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma's intervention was one of the few reasons the score didn't grow even more emphatic for United, with several efforts needing to be parried away. Psychological impact and derby significance. This victory goes beyond the 3 points. United now sit temporarily in the top 4 of the Premier League standings, and the manner of the win, disciplined, brave, and opportunistic, provides a clear narrative shift after a period of inconsistent results. For City, the defeat represents a significant setback. With leaders Arsenal still to play later in the day, City could find themselves up to 9 points behind in the title race, a margin that puts renewed pressure on Guardiola's side during the toughest stretch of the season. Controversy and drama. The derby was not without talking points off the scoresheet. United's Diogo Dalot escaped a red card after a high, studs-up challenge on City's Jeremy Doku, drawing sharp criticism from pundits who felt the tackle merited harsher punishment, a moment that might have shifted momentum had discipline been enforced differently. Looking ahead, United's immediate focus will be to build on this derby triumph as Carrick seeks to steady the ship and keep his side in both European contention and league momentum. For City, the loss prompts questions about their cutting edge when it matters most, particularly away from home, and whether a tactical recalibration is needed to maintain their title challenge.